year has gone over 5%. It's done that the last 4 years.
Interest rates again.
Interest rates have gone up. You think that's going to affect housing,
And that matters to us because it's what you pay for your mortgage.
It's also what you pay for money. It's what you pay for credit. You're right. But the fact is, Brenda, you have 50 to 70 million people in this country in the last 15 years that has done this unprecedented consumption. You're going to have that amount at least in India, China,
that's push the
and
bulls.
South America. It's going to we're in an unbelievable global bull market.
Gary B, is the B bull or bear this week?
I'm not going to say, because if I say bull, then Toby's going to go sold. If I say bear, he's going to go good.
You're not getting paid by the word, Gary.
To get in. I'll tell you what, I think John's right. But you know what? It just depends on the day you ask, Brenda. You know, one day it's reacting to...
Okay, Tobin.
One day it's reacting to
Tobin, what day is it then?
Let me tell you, on Wednesday, I was playing golf with Gary's business partner, and when I told him the market was up 180 points, I thought that man was going to puke. Evidently, he was a wee bit short. Look at one of the reasons that the whole market has lurched this way is because you got to be a buyer on these downflows. You can't be a seller into these downflows. What happens is the bulls are afraid to be long, or afraid to be short. The bears are afraid to be short, and they're confused. So when they run to the exits, you got to be a buyer is the end of this story.
But when we spiked, you sell then?
No, I mean, there's no reason to, but the point was you got to be a buyer on these pullbacks.
Okay, Gary B?
I do want to add one point of clarification. My partner looked at Toby's game, and he said it was definitely not golf he was playing. So
that can't have that effect. All right, Pat, Pat, there's still a lot of money chasing stocks right now, from corporate to small investors, you name it. Is that going to keep going, or is there a danger it's going to stop?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's two sort of good things here. One is basically more money chasing less stock. I mean, you have more and more equity being retired. That's less equity out there to buy. And you do have a lot of capital that's been raised by private equity firms that's just waiting to be invested. So that's a short-term positive for the market. The longer-term positive is that large caps especially are very reasonably valued, and they're still growing pretty nicely.
We got a bull. Scott, what about you?
I think the market over the last couple of weeks have been suffering with extremes of fear and greed based on any given week. 2 weeks ago, the market was scared to death because interest rates were going up, as John alluded to. But this last week was option expiration, and there were a lot of bearish bets placed.
What happens next?
That forces the market up. I think the market is going to move sideways all summer with lots of this wild volatility. Right. It's going to be fun to trade, but I think the next big move is going to be lower.
Fun? All right. Now, for your daily stock fix, you need to tune in to Your World with Neil Cavuto. Get all the big movers and losers. Tune in each weekday after the closing bell at 4 p.m. Eastern. The bull